Sheboygan Christian in the Holy War by the score. Joining me is Chris Wright. Chris, it looks like a blowout situation when you look at the record. Lutheran comes in 14-3. Christian only 4-11, but we had a chance to talk to Brett before the game. And, he said it could be a tight one tonight.
Yeah, well, it could be a tight one, and I agree. And, I talked to Coach Bruce there at the Christian game, and, he was complimenting Coach Slipp's squad and saying, hey, they have a good solid five. Their five can play with anybody in the league. They're going to need some support from their bench, and they've gotten a little better. They won a game the other night again like that. It could be a blowout, he said, but he's hoping his team can hang in with a very good Sheboygan Lutheran team.
One of the things we talk about with the North-South game, and it applies here tonight, is crosstown rivals. You never know what's going to happen, and we've seen that happen. Matter of fact, we've seen it here a few years back.
Right, and Christian, I believe, has got a 3-game winning streak against Lutheran, too, so it's been a few years since Lutheran's got to win. They want to get that win, but you're right, on these games, anything can happen, and, there's some really good athletes on Christian as well as on Lutheran, and, I'm really excited for games like this because you never know what goes on, and, a lot of these kids know each other, and Coach Verhagen and Flipsy get along very well, and like I said, the atmosphere is something special. The crowd is here, the parking lot is full. It's really exciting. You almost get, just like North and South, but just on a smaller scale, smaller gym. The gym is full.
It's Junior Crusader night tonight. The little kids are out here playing basketball and entertaining the fans. It's also senior night. We want to recognize them as long as we're talking. Joshua Leland, Danny Schimberg, Brendan Ash, and Jared Juris, and then they have 3 senior managers, Ethan Norlander, Jason Anger, and Jacob Verhelst. And congratulations to those guys and the contributions they've made to the program here.
Kind of strange. They got the whole month of February left, and this is the last home game and senior night already. Kind of a strange schedule. I believe Lutheran has 3 or 4 games left in their slate. They got to go on the road, so it's going to be a little tough for them, I think. But they're hoping for a little luck tonight, Lutheran is. Because over in Kohler, it's a big game. Howards Grove, undefeated. Kohler with 1 loss. They're playing tonight, and Lutheran has 1 loss. So these seniors are hoping they get a little help from the Blue Bombers over there, who at one time, they don't get along. Well, tonight they'd really like the Blue Bombers if they can take out the Tigers.
Yeah, we got to talk about some individual players. One of them is a sophomore from Sheboygan Lutheran. He's been quite a player, averaging a double-double.
He's really special. At first, Jared Juris was kind of the guy and things like that, but now Ignacevic is taking over. He's leading the league in scoring. He's in the top 10 in the state in rebounding. He's like 9th, I think I saw him there. He's averaging almost 13 rebounds a game. So when you have a sophomore averaging 20 points, 12 rebounds a game, holy cow, that's pretty good.
I was talking during the JV game with my old 9th grade basketball coach, Dennis Gores, and just mentioned Jacob Ignacevic. He said, boy, he doesn't miss shooting many 3-pointers.
Yeah, he'll shoot a lot of shots too. And of course, obviously, Jerry Church is really tough. And his brother, a freshman, Jonah, he did a great job the last time we watched him on at Kohler. He's kind of like the defensive guy too. So there are pretty special guys over on that side of town for Lutheran.
All right, with that, we're going to step out, and we come back. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off for tonight's basketball game.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it. Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
You
doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, button the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep pedaling.
Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another night of Lutheran High School basketball. Tonight in Big East Conference action, your Lutheran High Crusaders take on the visiting Sheboygan County Christian Eagles. At this time, we ask that you would please rise and bow your heads in a word of prayer. Our prayer this evening being led by Lutheran High School senior Julia Tao.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for your presence this evening for tonight's game. We ask you to protect all athletes from serious injury. Clear the hearts and minds of the athletes, the coaches, and the officials so that they may perform to the best of their abilities. Help all the fans to treat the athletes, coaches, and officials, and one another with dignity and respect. At the end of the contest, please guide each person home safely. In Jesus' name we pray and pray. Amen.
And now we ask that you remain standing, joining the singing of our national anthem, this evening being played by the Lutheran High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Jeff Shue. And now the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for the visiting Sheboygan County Christian Eagles, a senior number 10, Will Valent. A senior number 15, Brett Steenwick. A senior number 21, Levi Modal. A junior number 22, Trevor Wissey. And a junior number 23, Joe Lemoness. The Eagles are coached by Mr. Brett Flipsy, assisted by Justin Zilstra and Josiah Verveldi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's the starting lineup for your Lutheran High Crusaders. He wears number 5, a senior, Jared Jerks. A senior number 11, it's Danny Schimmer. A senior number 15, Josh Leeward. A senior number 25, Brendan Ash. And a sophomore number 23, Jacob Nassanian. The Crusaders are coached by Mr. Nick Verhagen, assisted by Corey Gerdolfus, Ryan Edelman, and Tyler Goldman.
Great job of announcing those starting lineups by Reverend Berglund. It's one of the nice things about coming here to do a game, Chris.
What, our seats?
That too. Courtside. Only thing bad about these seats is when the coaches stand in front of us. Jacob Ignacevic jumping center against Levi Model. And Christian controls the tap.
Looks like an early zone, Marty.
Yeah, and a tip away. Easy steal there.
Now we watched Christian play Kohler, and that's one thing they did a lot in that basketball game was turn the ball over, and that's not the kind of start that you want as a turnover. And now you get a quick foul.
Schimberg going baseline picks up the early foul on Will Ballant.
And there's Will Ballant, the leading scorer, 16 points a game for Christian, getting a foul. Well, I'm sure, just like we mentioned, how kids get nervous in North-South games, you can't tell me they're not nervous. There's a few more people in the stands tonight for this contest.
I'm sure Nick Verhagen, the head coach of the Crusaders, has mentioned about the importance of this game, not just beating your rival, but staying in position to be conference co-champs with Howards Grove. Ignacevic on the drive, but couldn't put the ball in. Good defense played by the Eagles.
Christian to score from deep. They get that one inside.
Oh, funny shot put up and missed by Joe Lemons.
And instead of a basket, you get a second foul. And Levi Model, there's another one that definitely cannot get into foul trouble. 15 points, 8 rebounds,
So,
number 21.
So two key players picking up fouls for Christian. Schimberg getting a great
steal?
pass from Juris for an easy basket.
Two Lutheran players under the basket on that one.
A great pass by Juris. Juris averaging 6.1 assists per game. We got to figure a lot of those assists go to Ignacevic.
Well, Jared's going to play basketball somewhere, either Concordia or Wisconsin Lutheran.
Three ball is up and good by number 25, Brendan Ash. A good ball movement. They had a couple open shots, it looked like, but they passed them up. Nice pass inside by Wissy. That 3 ball is missed. Juris with the rebound.
Oh
and
boy.
A nice cut to the basket. And an easy score that time by Leland.
Yeah, I question the zone a little bit, Marty, because I know Lutheran likes to get out and run, and sometimes when you sit in a zone, you don't get to do that, but they're running now.
You made the comment in that JV game, Lutheran had a nice lead, and they just kept pushing the ball and shooting it. You're gonna get Schimberg for an push-off. A little ticky-tack, but
great start for Lutheran.
Yeah, 7-0 run.
Christians missed their first 5.
Oh, another turnover by the Eagles.
And here come Lutheran.
Nice pass from Juris to Schimberg to Ignacevic, and then he draws the foul underneath.
I have him at 76% on the year, as I mentioned, in the top 50 in scoring in the state. 10th in rebounding. I think I said 9th. He's actually 10th in the state in rebounding.
That foul was on Trevor Wissy. 3 separate Eagles each have a foul.
Number 10, number 21, Jonah Jerks. And checking in for the Eagles, number 32, Tanner.
Ignacevic pours in a couple of free throws. It's 9-0. What point do you call a timeout, Chris?
Well, they gotta just put the ball in the hoop.
Ball is tipped away, although Eagles were able to get it back, and they had a wide open player underneath the basket, Lemons, but they couldn't get him the ball. Schimberg's shot underneath is missed.
And there, another good look by Jared Jers.
Woodall had it on the wing, but didn't take the shot. He was open. Woodall in the lane for a 10-footer, couldn't get it in. And the taller Ignacevic grabs a rebound. He's, Chris mentioned in the pregame, he's a great rebounder.
Yeah, it took him 4 minutes. I don't know what his problem was.
3 ball is in and out, but the rebound by Grabowski is up and in.
Full timeout.
And now we got a timeout. With 13:51 left in the first half, we have a 30-second timeout. Chris, what are you seeing out there?
Well, turnovers don't help either. 3 turnovers and 0 for 6 from the floor. And you know Lutheran's gonna run, so I know Coach Schlipsy tells you got to get back. And a lot of easy opportunities. You see why Jared Jers gets so many assists. Guys are constantly moving and quick to the basket, and he sees them.
You know, you get down too far, it's really difficult to come back when you play such a deliberate style of offense.
Yeah. Wow, they're just trying to figure out the zone. Now Lutheran picking up a little deeper. Can't be tentative either. Can't be tentative either. You gotta attack the basket. I think what you said, they are very deliberate right now. They gotta get going to the hoop.
Yeah, I hear you. Graydon Grabowski picks up the foul. Lutheran continuing to play the zone defense. It's been successful so far. They've prevented the Eagles from getting a hoop. Model trying to press it in. There's a 3 ball is up and in. by Tanner Kowitz. That breaks the 11-0 run.
Just his third on the year from out there. Good time to get one.
Ball tipped out of bounds. Good defense played on the wing by Wissy. Schimberg has it on top.
Oh.
Steal by Model. Takes it to the hoop and scores.
A very good decision there by Schimberg not to foul or make it worse than the situation was.
They're going to get a blocking foul. That's going to go on Wissy, and that's his second foul.
Uh-oh. Pretty good body there by Wissy. I thought he did a pretty nice job.
Schimberg.
He's 2 of 3 from the floor, averaging 10 points a game. Lutheran comes in with almost 4 guys averaging double figures.
Oh, a steal by Schimberg. He's going to take it to the rack hard and doesn't score, but he is fouled. Ballin picks up his second foul, Chris.
Second foul, number 10. All right. Schimberg on the line, he'll be shooting 2. Returning to the Eagles lineup, number 15, Brett Steinway.
Oh for 2 trip that time for Schimberg. Helps out the Eagles. Ballant with a deep 3. Couldn't get it. Ignacevic with his second rebound. Ignacevic loads it up from 3.
Oh boy,
it goes in and out.
2 times, Marty, they've had them in and out.
You know what the Christian fans are saying? Geez, that's too bad. Ballant with a 3. That one didn't pop out.
No, that went right through the net.
13-8. Juris is passed to Grabowski, and then he gets fouled. Lemons picks up the foul.
6 team fouls already on Christian, and we're at the 11-minute mark.
Yeah. A lot of time left in this first half. Ooh, double dribble by Jonah Juris.
Jonah's just a freshman, but he leads the team in steals with 33. Like I said, he always kind of seems to draw the tough offensive player for their opponents. Tonight, though, they're sitting in that zone.
Jump shot from the free throw line is up and in by Lemons.
Well, Christian missed their first 6, but they're getting a little better now.
Fadeaway J is up and in by Grabowski. That was a nice move, Chris.
Whoa.
In and out.
Another one.
Schimberg to Juris. The left-hander shot is no good, but he follows it and draws the foul.
Foul number 10, Balint, third personal.
Oh boy. 3 fouls on Will Ballant.
I unofficially have Jared at 63% from the free throw line.
Back in the Eagles lineup. And now checking in for Lutheran, number 2, Aaron Tempest.
Those 2 free throws makes it a 17-10 ball game with 9:54 left in the first half. Get the ball inside, and we're going to get a quick foul. That one's going to go on Jonah Jers.
Number 21, Jonah Juris picks up his first personal. 13 Eagles ball.
Wissy tossing it in. Picking up the foul is going to be Levi Model. That's his second foul. Missing the 3 was Tanner Kowitz.
Foul trouble for Christian.
Good point.
And we mentioned they got a solid 5, but we're going to have to count on that bench.
You think that's one of the reasons why he's keeping his people in foul trouble in the game?
Well, when you're behind, you want to keep them in, but I don't know, you're always risking it when you got 2 fouls.
Well, first half, too.
Yeah. We're not even halfway through the first half, and we got 8 fouls.
And they've shot 8 free throws, Lutheran has, and they've made 6 of them.
Yeah, they're getting to the basket. Good approach by Lutheran on offense.
Shot is no good, but Christian comes back with the rebound. Model just muscles over Ignacevic for 2.
Well, we saw him play football this fall, and he was a good one for KLC.
He's powerful. Juris. Nice kick out pass, and the jump shot by Grabowski is in.
And another assist for Juris.
Grabowski for 2.
Model looking to go in. That time he passes it out to Kowitz, who misses everything. Ignacevic with the strong rebound. I thought that ball was going to come right in my lap. Ignacevic, turnaround is good.
First basket, looked tough there.
Looking to go to the hoop and then passing it out was Steenwick.
Good live hands. And that's a tough luck foul, good hustle foul. You don't mind them, Marty.
Right. Jonah Jers with his second. Schimberg coming back in for him.
Returning for the Crusaders, number 11, Schimberg.
I'd like to talk to Schimberg. I had a Schimberg back at one of the grade schools I taught at. I wonder if he's the kid. Yeah, that was a good call.
5th turnover now on Christian.
That's a lot. A 1-3-1 trap. A steal by Steenwick. And then scramble on the floor.
Levi thought about it. Thought better.
get him down near the basket, Chris, where he can do more damage.
Yep. Well, Lutheran was up 11-0, and you look at the score, it's still 11 points, even though Christian had that run there for a while.
3 ball is no good by Steenwick. He had a good look, too. Schimberg passes up the shot. And that 3-pointer was missed by Grabowski. He's been a good player off the bench, Chris. .6:30 left in the first half.
Well, what I don't like is
Modal's short jumper in the lane is good.
There you see the tail end of that. Cut the lead to 9.
To me, it looked like real tentative defense by the Crusaders. You know, they didn't come up and challenge him at all. It's like,
oh my.
Nasovic going baseline and throws it down.
There's the nice replay.
We don't see those very often, do we?
No. Well, we don't do it.
I never saw you do that at Friday basketball.
No. And the entire Christian staff is not, you know, the dunk is great, but where was the defense is where they're asking. How can 5 guys let a guy go right down the line, the baseline?
Steele. Behind the back pass to Schimberg for an easy 2. Juris with another nice pass.
And that dunk kind of sparked the crowd a little bit.
You should keep track of how many assists Juris has. I think he's got 3 at least.
Oh, at least. See, they never get it down into to the baseline. Marty, that's what I don't like.
Modal had it tipped away. Schimberg going hard to the hoop, and he scores again.
Gonna need a TO, baby.
And another timeout. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Defense is doing it for the Crusaders.
Absolutely, the turnovers are mounting. 7 turnovers. And again, I just don't like the lack of movement against the zone there. Got to be a little quicker with their ball movement.
One thing that we saw in the JV game was they get the ball to the high post and then he's able to dump down underneath, and we haven't seen any of that in this game. And I realize the level of basketball is a lot different, but you know, Modal doesn't even look like he's glancing down to the baseline.
Yep.
And that's what you're talking about.
Right, and Lemonade has got to make himself active and available. I mean, I'm not a big fan either jogging along the baseline. You got to get to your spots, create an opening, make yourself available. That's like what you need to do.
And he gets fouled on the shot. He'll be shooting a
Much
pair.
better. That's what we were just talking about.
Grabowski is second personal.
This will be the first free throws for the Eagles. And it comes with just under 5 minutes left in the half.
Back in the Crusader lineup, number 15, Josh Leland. And number 25,
Leland and Ash coming in for the Lutheran Crusaders. Lemons knocks that one home.
Lutheran shooting 60%, Marty. It's just
good defense played on top by Steenwick, not letting him reverse the ball.
Ash is sitting there.
Schimberg gets the rebound. Ignacevic open for just a second. His release is good, but the shot is not.
That's where you got to go with it, and then kick it out.
Swing the ball.
Coach is yelling, reverse the ball.
Yeah. Too much standing.
That time they put a little pressure on the shot. Ignacevic stepped up. Wasn't afraid of Model that time. Ball was tipped away. Good defense played by the Eagles that time.
Christian shooting about 35%, now lower.
Kowitz hit his first three, and now he's missed his last two. But you gotta like the effort. At least he's taking the open shot.
Yep.
Juris a little deep, didn't take that shot. Schimberg on a nice kick out pass. Shot off the glass is no good. Ignacevic with the rebound, but he couldn't get the putback in. We have a program in front of us, but it doesn't list the heights. But Ignacevic's a big kid, Chris. He's got to be at least 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's pretty tall, just like his dad.
Lemons has it on the baseline. He's got a 12-footer and puts it in.
Coach Slipsy would like to get this to about 8 or 7 points going into half. Got 3 minutes to do it. Model's still on the floor with 2 fouls, Marty.
Joe Lemons
keep that in mind.
Has the last 3 points for the Eagles.
Jerson now with 2 fouls. I'll tell you, if Levi Model gets another foul here, but I think when you're down like this, you got to keep them in. I think that's
right, and just tell them, play smart.
Yep.
Don't pick up a stupid foul. Juris with a 3-ball. The lefty puts it in.
His first basket. He's averaging almost 15.
Boy, just when you fight back 3 straight points, and then he comes up with that 3.
They didn't put the score on the board.
Yeah. Yeah,
you got to add a 3. No, it's 35, isn't it?
No, 32.
32.
That's what I got on my sheet.
Okay,
anyway.
you're right. Same spot.
Juris, bango, 2 in a row. Now it's a 18-point lead. And over and back. Forcing the Eagle offense out and paid dividends that time. Will Ballant comes back in with 3 fouls, Chris. Oh my.
Also checking in number 35, Tanner Hendricks.
Oh boy. See how this works out.
Caleb Kelly in the ball game, I think. Juris, 3 in a row. Oh my.
All from the same spot.
You don't want to shake hands with him. 3rd-degree burns.
That's a quick 9 points, Marty.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
And another turnover.
Schimberg with a nice steal.
Uh-oh.
Schimberg couldn't get it in. Ignacevic with the rebound, follows it up. Couldn't get it in, but he did draw the foul. The ball never got reversed over here to Juris. He was standing on the same spot again.
First personal. Ignacevic on the line. Returning for the Crusaders, number 2, Campus.
Wow.
He's
Sophomore.
a good free throw shooter.
Sophomore.
Jump shot in the lane by Ballant is no good.
A minute ago, Marty, I was hoping that Coach Slipsy was thinking get under 10.
Right now, it's getting
23,
get
just
it
like
under
that.
20.
With 2:45 left, it was what, like 11 or something, or get it? I said get it down to 7. All of a sudden,
Good ball moving. Nosovic underneath scores on a great pass. Great effort by the Crusaders, Chris.
yeah, unbelievable. Like I said, it was an 11-point game. Now it's 25 in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, unbelievable.
2:45 left. I was saying maybe they can get it under 11
well,
to about
those
7.
3 threes. 13-point run by the Crusaders. It was 29-17. They ran off 14 in a row. Free throws missed. The drought continues. Lutheran slowing it down, possibly playing for the last shot. Nosovic loses it. Modal spinning, but Aaron Tempest draws the offensive foul, and Modal picks up his third.
Foul number 21, Modal, his third.
Levi.
Brendan Ash returns to the Crusader.
They're leaving him out there, Chris.
Well, I would have taken him out here just for defense, taken out both of them because you don't want.
Juris couldn't get that one. He was off his spot, Chris. That was the deal. 2.8 seconds left. Good kick-up pass. Shot at the buzzer is no good by Lemons. And we're at halftime with Lutheran way up 42-17.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah.
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Hey, I'm Tyler Perry. Do you know what hunger in America looks like? Well, it has many faces, and 16 million of those belong to children. Yet billions of pounds of food go to waste each year, and this is unacceptable. You can be a part of the solution. Join us in supporting the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks, which rescues our surplus foods and provides meals to many families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org today. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Look, it's those guys.
Get some drinks.
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
And now we have the Lutheran High dance team. Their dance choreographed by the senior dance team members. The Lutheran High dance team.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it,
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got, or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Back at Sheboygan Lutheran High School, where the Crusaders lead 42-17. Want to give a shout out to the crew. Scott Maloff is our director tonight. He's being assisted by Sarah. And then on camera we have Greg Zablocki and Richard Bartson. My partner is Chris Wright. I'm Mike Martin. And leading scorers in that first half, Jared Juris had 11. Jacob Ignacevic had a slow start but finished with 10. Danny Schimberg had 8. Graydon Grabowski off the bench had 6. Leading scorers for the Eagles, Levi Model had 6 and Joe Lemonis had 5. Other than that, Chris, not a lot. What do you got?
Well, I was trying to think, Marty, when I said they were trying to pull it, was within 11, right? So big finish, basically, for Lutheran. But I had 50% shooting for Lutheran, 12 of 24. They hit 4 of 12 from 3. Besides the 10 turnovers for Christian, unfortunately for them, they shot just 31%, Marty. And, you know, everything that Lutheran wanted to do the last 2 minutes that we thought that Christian needed to do to make it close turned out just the opposite for them. And now all of a sudden they're looking at a 25-point deficit heading into the second half.
Christian hit a couple of threes early, but Jared Juris negated that with 3 3-pointers in a row late in the first half. The other thing that Lutheran did really well was get to the free throw line. Oh, nice pass from Juris to Ignacevic for an easy 2. They wanted the dunk, but the pass was off. They made 8 out of 10 free throws, Chris, which was real good. Christian only got to the line twice, making 1.
Yeah, everything, if you wanted to draw it up for Lutheran, worked. Just that simple. And not only that, there's foul trouble for Christian as well.
Model scores and is fouled by Ignacevic. It's his first. That 13-0 run late in the first half really.
That was 13. I was wondering exactly what it was.
Schimberg missing a 3, but cleaning up the mess was Grabowski. I don't think that was an intended skip pass, but it worked out okay. Ballant with a 12-footer, in and out.
Wow.
Danny Schimberg, his second personal, second team.
You mentioned in the first half that Will is the leading scorer for the Eagles. That's only his 3rd point.
Yeah, 16 points.
Pardon me, his 4th point. He had a three-bagger in the first half.
Yeah. Oh, I had him for a 3 and a 2, Marty.
Oh, really?
Maybe I'm missing one.
My scoring went out right. Maybe I credited to the wrong person.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, I like that better. Maybe you did.
Yep, I missed a 2 for him somewhere. Wasn't him.
Bounce pass to Ignacevic. His turn shot is no good, but he's fouled by Lemonis.
Joe Lemonis, his second personal, first team in the second half. Hey, Will! Ignacevic on the line. Shooting 2.
He's 5 for 5 on his free throws, Chris.
Yeah, I said he came in at, I believe, 76%. Wow.
6 in a row from the line. He's averaging 22 points a game. And just a touch under 13 rebounds. Modal picked up the loose change, put it up and in.
Oh, yeah. Jurst wanted the assist. Instead, he gets another offensive rebound. His third.
That was Grabowski with the basket. Modal, a tough shot inside against taller players, put it in.
Yeah, I have him now 6 of 9 shooting. Unfortunately, he needs some support, down by 24.
Grabowski's shot is off, but getting the offensive rebound in the putback was Ignacevic. Lemonis no good. Ignacevic with the rebound.
Who? Broken record.
Yeah, really. Don't be messing with me. Well, Ignacevic passing up a 3-ball. Not this time. Bango.
Wow. Holy cow.
He's a good player.
Sophomore.
Maybe he'll go to college early. Isn't that one of the Hauser boys?
I know the Deaners did that in Fond du Lac. They went to, they took an extra year of school. Which way are we gonna go here?
We're gonna get a Ignacevic.
Well, we talked about the league a little bit, Marty. We got Howard's Grove, which is ranked number 2 in Division 4. They're undefeated at 15-0, 11-0 in league play. So
playing at Kohler tonight, you mentioned that.
Yeah, Kohler's 9-1 in 3rd place.
Lemonis with a nice pass inside to Modal for 2.
Well, he separated himself with the push.
Nothing wrong with that.
Cuts the deficit to 27. Wow. That run late in that half, holy cow.
Yeah. Not being able to catch the pass was Jonah Jers. Jonah, deep pass to his brother. Up and in.
Turnover number 12 for Christian.
What did you have him for turnovers in the first half, Chris?
10.
10, yeah, that's way too many. It's going to be another one there, too. Second over and back for the Eagles.
As we mentioned, Sheboygan Lutheran right there in 2nd place. Manitowoc Lutheran's 9-2. I think Lutheran has to go up to Manitowoc Lutheran next. And Random Lakes next with 7-4. Of course, you have that Big East tournament coming up.
Oh, get away with a carry there. We're going to talk about that because it's not a 14-team tournament. It's a 8-team tournament and a 6-team tournament. So the bottom 6 play, but in a separate round of games. What do you think of that, Chris?
Well, you know, I know Coach Flipsy would like a crack at some of those teams, but I think
Again,
what they're
the
trying
level
is help the teams win some basketball games. And, you know, I get his point. He wants to go after some of those teams, but you won't get a crack at, you know, the Random Lakes and Manitowoc Lutherans, which you lost some close games to, and Oostburg, but you do get a chance to win, and, you know, helps the lower teams up a little bit.
Jacob Ignacevic is going to be at the line again.
Nope.
No. Thought he was. No, they must have got him on the drive.
There's the drive. We mentioned some of these teams. Howard Grove, as we mentioned, is #2 in Division 4.
In the state.
Yep, and the #1 team in the state is Destiny, and unfortunately they're in the same sectional.
Oh boy.
But now let's look on the other side. Sheboygan Lutheran here, it comes in ranked in state #8, and they are the highest seeded ranked team in their sectional. So they could be the #1 team seeded as another offensive rebound.
Yeah, give that one to who? What's his name?
His 4th offensive rebound for Jacob. And they do have a team called Rio that's in their sectional. They're ranked 10th.
It's not Rio?
Or Rio? Could it be RIO? But if everything pans out, Sheboygan Lutheran could be the #1 seed in their sectional, which could lead to another trip to state for Lutheran.
That'd be pretty nice. Jonah Juris almost had to steal, but as he was tipping the ball away, he stepped out of bounds. So the Eagles will get it back. Model and Ignacevic getting to know each other underneath.
The official's doing a nice
Jerry
job of
Halverson
talking.
letting him play. Yeah, I like that.
What he does is he communicates it. And they're going to get Model.
Yeah, I couldn't see what happened, but the long and short of it is now Model's got 4 fouls.
Well, and the official was talking, which I thought was the right thing to do. But then
nice feed inside. Ignacevic scores again.
4 of 4 in the half.
"13 points this half alone, Chris, for Ignacevic. Three ball is no good. Coming away with the rebound for the Crusaders was Grabowski. Jonah Juris, no good. Model with the block inside. Blocking foul on Schimberg, and Ballant with the basket.
Well,
We'll have a chance for a three-pointer.
Grabowski I have for 7 rebounds too, Marty. 9 for Ignacevic.
Basket was good.
Yeah, it did.
It's 31. Good block out by Lemonis. Feed inside. The kick out to Brett Steenwick. His shot is no good. And tipping the ball was Grabowski, Chris, to a teammate. I think that counts as a rebound for him. And Bango, nice shot coming off a screen was Grabowski, and he nailed the two-pointer.
He's been very active tonight.
Schimberg
boy.
with an easy steal. And a two-pointer.
You know, I know it's a 35-point lead, Marty, but it doesn't seem like it because they're both playing pretty hard, and
Yeah.
you know, you think that one team is way, way farther ahead. I mean, Christian is still competing.
Lutheran just has a little too much. Good sportsmanship shown there by Trevor Wissey, helping a Crusader up.
Eagles ball.
Balance pass is tipped away. Schimberg picks it up. He's taking it hard. Blocked. Ignacevic with a quick release, couldn't get it. And then Schimberg reaching in, picks up his third.
Schimberg picks up his fourth personal.
Oh, his fourth.
Back in for the Crusaders, number 5, Jared Church. Number 2, Aaron Tempest.
Basically been all Lutheran here in the second half. They had a 25-point lead. They've been able to bump that up to 35. Ignacevic couldn't tip it away from Model. And we get a travel. A good call underneath. Levi, sensing the big guys around him, shuffled his feet.
16 now, oh boy.
Ignacevic shot is blocked, but Lemonis is going to pick up the foul.
Joel Lemonis picks up his fourth personal.
Good job by Van Ness to push the action that time.
Jerse asking Tempest, why didn't you shoot that? Cost me an assist, kid.
What do you think about the idea, if, like, he threw that pass and he gets fouled on a shot and makes a free throw or two, maybe he should get an assist?
Yeah.
Even though he didn't make a basket, he still scored points.
Yep. Yes. Very good point. Getting pretty close to running clock, Marty.
Yeah. It's
37
Leland
right
a
now.
little late. He could have had a steal. Narrows a walk by Ballant. Crusaders are just playing at a different level, Chris.
Yeah, they're good.
A little quicker, a little taller.
Yep. They went down to Concordia and lost a couple tough. Good if it goes.
Oh!
They went down to Concordia over Christmas and got beat by a couple good teams, but since then they're on a roll. Their only other loss, as Marty mentioned, was to Howard's Grove, who's really good. And that's it for Levi Model.
Caleb Bryce Gattell in for Model. Brendan Ash comes in.
In for the Eagles, number 33, Caleb Rice-Cattell.
Leland banks it in. Let's see if he can do that again.
I have Model for 7 baskets, Marty. So that's at least 14 points, 4 rebounds. His night is over. We're 1 basket away from the running clock. Lutheran gonna get into their zone here.
Lemonis' shot is no good, but he does get his offensive rebound.
It's just the first offensive rebound for Christian in the second half.
Oh boy. Let's check Modal's scoring. He had 6 in the first half. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points, Chris.
Okay.
He
hits his average right on the button.
What happened was he got a 2-pointer, and then he made the free throw on the 3-point play.
Coach Flipsy being real positive. Getting his defense to get a stop here.
Oh, good play.
Unselfish,
Maybe a-
unselfish, unselfish, unselfish. Score it.
Leland with some more points.
Very unselfish. Spread the wealth.
Leland had 2 points in the first half. He's got 4 here in the second half.
He gets an assist for that.
Kicking it?
Well, he passed it off his foot back to himself for 2. Timeout, Marty.
All right. It's a 30-second timeout, Scott, so you better keep it here. We will be, WSCS TV will be in action next week, Tuesday, January 30th, when Green Bay Southwest comes to Sheboygan to play the Red Wings. So we'll be bringing you that game. And we only have 5 dates left, Chris. Hopefully we'll get some tournament games in there.
Follow the Lutheran, get on that run, I'll tell you.
Yeah, really?
Well, some stuff you may not know since you've been gone. Sheboygan South with a win.
I did see that. I
Yeah.
looked up. I see you brought home 2 wins while I was gone.
Yep.
It's about time.
And
good job.
Sheboygan South actually could have beaten Manitowoc too. Fell a little bit short. Green Bay Southwest probably, there's Coach Flipsy. Probably the surprise of the conference this year, Southwest in 3rd place. They'll be coming up to South, and then the next week we have a game against South, and then the following Tuesday we are off because we have the Old Timers that night.
That's right.
Ignacevic.
Jacob Ignacevic is going to be going to the line.
That's his 10th rebound, Marty.
Double-double.
And that's it now.
Lemonis with 5.
I didn't realize he had it.
Me either.
Number 32, Tanner Komenitz. The name on the ball.
Brett Flipsy wants to show his displeasure to the referee, but he walks away. Maybe a good decision by Jerry Alverson. And the displeasure ends up in being a warning to Brett Flipsy. No, Nick Verhagen wants to get in on the act. It's Comedy Central, Chris. It's not behind the table, it's out in front.
That's right.
Ballant with a rainbow 3. Oh my. Van Ness lost the ball. And I didn't think that was very smart by Ballant. He had a player out in front he could have passed it to on the break. But he does draw the foul, and he'll be at the line shooting a pair.
Ballant on the line, shooting 2. Returning for the Crusaders, number 11, Schember.
And he got it.
Yeah, he's got 13 points, Chris. A nice second half. He had 3 in the first half. Bango!
Finally, he got that one to go. He got one early in the first half. Now he's got his second one.
He was wide open, had a good look at it.
Oh, see, once again there. Bryce Cattell was open there, and you just can't get it to him.
Ignacevic. 11 or 12?
11.
Well,
Same spot, other side.
Oh, my.
And that'll start the rolling of the clock, Marty. 40-point lead.
Did you hear what Ash said after he made that one? Juris, anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, nice feed inside. Rice Gattell with a basket off that nice pass. So, Chris, talk to me about that running clock.
I think it's a good
40, right?
Yep, I think
and
it's
then
a
if they
great
cut
thing.
it under 40, does it stop
Still
running?
runs, I believe.
Okay.
Just like football, and I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
The other day I saw a score. New Berlin West and New Berlin Eisenhower. I think it ended up 109 to 104. They didn't even have to worry about a clock that night.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if it was overtime or what it was, but I did.
You know what would have been amazing? If they scored that many points with the running clock. Eagles putting on full court pressure. Oh, turnover by Juris at half court, and Schimberg picks up the foul. And for Danny, that's number 5. Just got in the ball game. Jacob Bryce Gattell. Caleb. Oops.
Well, that was interesting.
I'm going to call the violation on Lutheran.
You see the form here? Watch his shot. He just shoots with one hand, just the right hand. That was a good shot there by Greg. Watch it here, Marty. Watch. On TV. One-handed.
Oops. Well, 1 for 2.
Yeah, maybe there's some, I don't know.
Well, you can see there's a problem. You don't shoot free throws like that unless there's something wrong. Dump down inside. Ignacevic with the long arm, rolls it in. Well, these are all church going boys, so you got to figure that's part of it. Van Ness with a block, but he's going to get called for the foul.
I think the officials are ready.
Tempest, pardon me.
For this game to be over.
Clock is running. Did they make that free throw?
Yes. Seniors coming out.
Yep.
In for the Crusaders, number 3, Andrew Reimer.
And get Ignacevic out of the game.
Yeah, I was thinking that's a good move too.
Well, these guys could have been out earlier too. Clock rolling, 2:40.
Well, a couple of misses there.
Grabowski with 8 rebounds.
Reimer in the game. Van Cook in the game.
Running clock situation. Free ball is no good by Tempest. He had a good look. Getting the rebound was Kowitz.
How about it? No.
A good rebound there by Grabowski.
His ninth.
Grabowski going right to the basket for an easy two. Defense was quite a bit tardy that time. Coach Verhagen calling that timeout, Chris, so Flipsy could get his 3 subs at the table in the ball game. Classy move there. Kim Iskin and Gordon, I believe, are the players that came in. Jason Liang, one of the subs that came in. Iskin was a kid that came in. And Hendricksy in the ball game. Drive to the basket, shot is up but no good by Jonah Juris, but he does draw the foul. He'll be shooting a pair.
Foul number 35, Hendricks.
Lutheran continuing this half, shooting their free throws really well, Chris. They've only got 1 miss. Out of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 free throws, 13 for 14. Get a foul out on the court. Ballant will be on the line. And that could be it, Chris. 20 seconds left, clock running. They stopped the clock now.
Had to let the free throws go.
And that's going to be the ball game. Crusaders win 86-45. Chris going to get a couple players to interview.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchool.com.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Joining us after a big win is Jacob Juris, the old left-hander, and Jacob, Chris, let's start off with you.
What do you think playing with these boys? Pretty good playing with these upperclassmen, these seniors and stuff?
Yeah, it's been fun this year, and it's a good time.
All right, what was the plan tonight going in? You started in the zone. What was the defensive thought process going against these guys?
Well, we really wanted to get Levi Modal out of the game. He's a good player, so that was probably our main focus. And then once we got him out of the game, we just kind of blew it open.
Yeah, and I thought the idea too is you got to kind of, play a zone. I was a little worried you weren't going to get out and run, but it all of a sudden, once you guys got moving again, seemed it worked out all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did. It was nice.
Yeah, and what do you think of these Christian and Lutheran games?
They're really fun and exciting, and it was nice to win by that much. It was great.
Yeah, you guys are having a great season and things like that, and hopefully you're going to get some help tonight from Kohler over there a little bit and knock out Howard's Grove.
Yeah, that would be great if they did. Three-way tie for first.
That's great. All right, well, we'll send it over to Marty and Jared over here.
Jared, you had 3 in a row over there. What was going on? And then you missed the one from the top. Were you off your spot or what?
I was off my spot. I was just trying to heat check, I think. Just had to shoot the fourth one, and I was hoping it went in, but it didn't.
Another thing that happened during the course of the game is his other really great pass. What happens at home?
I tell him he's got to pass me sometimes, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care about his points. He score, and I think so.
When I was doing research for the game tonight and saw you're averaging a little over 6 assists a game, I thought to myself, because in that first game when I saw you over at Kohler, it seemed like you liked to shoot a lot. I think passing is kind of taken over for you.
Yeah, when you got Jacob who can score from wherever, and Graydon and Danny, they fell in nice and they know where to cut it.
Now, one of the things we talked about was the situation. You guys have a chance to be co-champs of the league. Lost tonight from Kohler. Did that enter into the discussions coming in from Coach Hagan?
Not really. We just want to go out and play our best game on senior night and take it to Christian and what we're made of.
Right. Chris, you got any more to say?
No, I just saw you guys play. It's a great basketball team. As I don't know if you heard, I said hopefully you got a little help from Kohler tonight. Knock off those Tigers, and you guys are right back in the conference race and in first place.
All right. Great job, guys. Congratulations on the win. The rest of the season and in the Big East tournament, and then, of course, the state tournament run. I want to thank Chris Wright and the crew for the great job. Off our director tonight. Thanks for watching again. Lutheran with a big win, 86-45. And thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.